Hello, I hope you're all well out there. Today, I just wanted to kind of share about birth preparedness and complication readiness. And what is birth preparedness anyway? So, birth preparedness and complication readiness is an international strategy that was used and is still used to promote the timely use of skilled maternal and neonatal care, especially during pregnancy, childbirth. Now, it is based on the theory that preparing for childbirth and your pregnancy uh, does ready mothers or prepare mothers to know which complications may occur during pregnancy and therefore reduce the delays that may be involved in obtaining the desired and adequate health care during that time. So, what is it about these delays anyway? There was a 3 delays model that was developed in the 1980s, way before we were born. And this model proposes that pregnancy is risky and that every pregnancy related death or mortality is overwhelming due to delays in one. The first delay being delay in deciding to seek care or deciding to seek appropriate medical help for any emergency that one may experience during pregnancy and also during childbirth. The second delay is based on reaching an appropriate obstetric facility, or just let's say a facility to receive the care that you need if you're pregnant. And the third delay is a delay in receiving adequate care when one reaches the facility. And of recent, we have a fourth delay. Now, this fourth delay is put into factors where the community is involved in the delays regarding the mother. If we go back shortly about the delays, the 3 delays we've talked about, why are they important? Most times if a mother comes to a clinic or she's having interaction with a health worker, normally she comes for a routine visit. But let's say this mother walks in and has high blood pressures, for example. Sometimes we advise that this mother should have an admission. Now, if we advise an admission, the first thing the mother will say is, but I still have to go back home. I didn't leave anyone at home. If she has children, she may choose and say, but I still haven't taken care of the child I left at home. Or she may actually choose and say, but wait, I don't think I actually prepared enough money to let me come to the facility and be admitted or to even do this investigation that you are requiring of me. She is right. And yes, and that is why we need to talk about preparedness. Preparedness ways, it's just extreme. It's not just buying a mama kit and coming to the facility. It's way beyond what we actually anticipate. It is having who's going to take care of your home, who's going to take care of your little one if you have a child at home, who's going to take care of you when you come to the facility. Most times mothers are actually very worried about that. So there's a whole lot when it comes to that. And now when she is able and are comfortable with all those other factors, then she can decide to actually seek care and said, you know what, yes, I think I have enough money. I think I have prepared my children at home. I think my home is safe, so I can actually come to the facility. And when she reaches a facility like this, or sometimes when she decides to reach the facility or to go for care, there's a decision to actually reach the facility. Now, this is where most times is it the transport, because sometimes the mother actually can share with you and say, I'm not feeling well, and then you tell her, hey, let's go to the facility. And then she'll tell you, perhaps I'm waiting for my husband to help me and drive me to the facility, or I do not have a car right now, or I'm waiting on my friend who had promised to drive me to the hospital, but they're not yet here. So what do we do about all that? So now that's sometimes when we tell a mother, do you know what? If you are in case of an emergency and you do not have a car next to you, what you do is this: tell your neighbor that, hey, around these dates I may be delivering, or in case of any emergency, would you be kind to kindly let me or help me go to the facility? The other thing that I usually tell mothers is this: that we have a border. I know it is a very strange thing to ask for pregnant women, but in an instance where you are bleeding, when you have an emergency, you need to reach the facility as quickly as possible. The next person to save your life may be that border man. So always get a number that you actually save. So the third delay, which is now cropping up, and it's very unfortunate it is cropping up, is delay in receiving care when one reaches a facility. These delays are very many and diverse. There's a delay in case you reach a facility and you just do not know where to go. You're continuing to bleed, or sometimes you may even reach a facility and you're admitted to a different ward, depending on where you're supposed to be. Or sometimes you reach a facility and there's no health worker to attend to you for a very long time, which is a sad story in many of the government hospitals that we see, and we share stories with women from there. But I I also know that there are some government hospitals where women actually receive timely care, so keep it up. So these delays are very diverse. So sometimes it can be a delay in the facility. You were not delayed in seeing a skilled healthcare worker, they are there, but then maybe there is a delay in receiving blood transfusion. Okay, sometimes it's out of the control of the health worker who is attending to you. So that is what we say. And now there's the community bit, which is now coming up in the trend in the 2000s. That's why we're now talking about community being involved in the delays. And that is the delay 4. Now, this delay 4 involves, if you say, an example, if you tell a woman you're going to have an emergency cesarean section right now, and then she says, okay, thank you, but I would like to kindly inform my husband, or I would like to kindly inform the mother of my husband so they can make that decision for me. Well, sometimes that makes a delay, and well, this affects her life and it affects that of her baby. So that is why we come up and then say, okay, women empowerment or family empowerment or community empowerment about childbirth and about preparedness and about emergencies regarding pregnancy. Okay, and yes, so that's it. And well, why is it important? Because why is a birth plan important anyway? Now, a birth preparedness plan or a complication readiness plan? It's because many expectant parents make a birth plan so that they can plan for what they would like to happen during labor and childbirth, Whether you're in the village or in town, this is very important, okay? What you want to happen during your childbirth and in labor. So birth plans also help to give a woman a sense of control and also assist maternity providers about what is understanding, what is important to her when she's laboring, okay? What is concerning to her? What does she want? What does she want to experience? All that is very, very important for a mother. And most times, if you do not have the discussion with your health worker, you are confused. You do not know what happened. You do not know if it should be the right thing you're doing. You do not know if it's very it's just too much. And indeed, it's awfully overwhelming for you to come into labor. You actually do not know, what should I bring? What should I expect? What could happen to me? It's very strange. So at the end of the day, we encourage that every mother sits down with a health worker and has a discussion with them to share what are their needs during this pregnancy, what are their needs in labor, and this plan is agreed to by the mother and a healthcare provider. Now, when it comes to decision making, do we say that the husband makes decisions for the mother? The answer is no. If a mother is mentally competent, which most likely she is, if she's not critically sick, she can be able to make that decision for herself. So this is not to say that men are not important during their wives' labor or pregnancy. They're very important. But this is to just say that women should be empowered to make these decisions. And women are able to make these decisions only if they know what decision to make. And to make that decision, they should be able to have a birth plan, discuss that with a health worker, and understand more about their pregnancy, including the danger signs that may affect them and their baby. Stay tuned as we speak about the other things to do with pregnancy and childbirth. Thank you.